Have you ever felt like there's something more to life, something just beyond your reach? Well, get ready, because you're about to discover a secret that could change everything. Imagine having a superpower that lets you shape your reality, achieve your wildest dreams, and unlock the mysteries of the universe. Sounds too good to be true, right? But here's the kicker. You already have this power. It's called mentalism, and it's not what you think. In fact, it might just be the universe's deepest secret. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth is mentalism? Don't worry, we're not talking about mind-reading tricks or bending spoons with your thoughts. Mentalism is something far more profound and life-changing. It's the art and science of using your mind to influence the world around you. And the best part? It's not some far-fetched concept from a sci-fi movie. It's a real, powerful tool that's been used by some of the most successful and influential people throughout history. But here's the thing. Most people go through life never realizing they have this incredible ability. They struggle, they stress, they feel stuck, all while the key to unlocking their full potential is right there in their own minds. It's like having a Ferrari in your garage, but never learning how to drive. Today, we're going to change that. We're going to pop the hood, hand you the keys, and show you how to rev up the engine of your mind. Now you might be thinking, okay, this sounds interesting, but why should I care? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you're not living up to your full potential? Like there's a gap between where you are and where you want to be? Maybe you've tried all sorts of self-help techniques, goal-setting strategies, or positive thinking exercises, but nothing seems to stick. That's where mentalism comes in. Mentalism isn't just another self-improvement fad. It's a fundamental shift in how you interact with the world. It's about recognizing that your thoughts, beliefs, and mental attitudes have a direct impact on your reality. And when you learn to harness this power, amazing things start to happen. Opportunities seem to appear out of nowhere. Obstacles that once seemed insurmountable suddenly become challenges you can overcome. You start achieving goals you once thought were impossible. But it goes even deeper than that. Mentalism isn't just about achieving external success. It's about tapping into a profound connection with the universe itself. It's about understanding that you're not just a passive observer of life, but an active creator. And when you start to see yourself in this light, it changes everything. Your relationships improve. Your sense of purpose deepens. You start to experience a level of peace and fulfillment that you never thought possible. Here's the thing about mentalism. It's not something that just happens on its own. It's a skill like any other that needs to be understood, practiced, and refined. And like any skill, if you don't use it, you lose it. But the stakes are much higher than just missing out on a neat party trick. If you don't learn to use mentalism, you're essentially leaving your life up to chance. You're letting your subconscious beliefs and habitual thought patterns run the show. And let's face it, for many of us, those subconscious beliefs aren't always positive. We carry around limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts that hold us back without us even realizing it. It's like trying to sail a ship without ever learning how to steer. You might eventually get somewhere, but it probably won't be where you want it to go. But when you do learn to use mentalism, it's like suddenly having a GPS and a steering wheel for your life. You gain the ability to navigate through challenges with confidence. You can spot opportunities that others miss. You can overcome obstacles that would have once seemed insurmountable. In essence, you become the captain of your own ship, charting your course through life with purpose and intention. And it's not just about personal success. When you start to master mentalism, you gain the ability to positively influence those around you. You can inspire others, help them overcome their own limitations, and contribute to making the world a better place. It's like having a superpower that not only benefits you, but also allows you to be a force for good in the world. But here's the catch. This power is only available to those who are willing to learn and practice. It's not something that just happens overnight. It requires dedication, open-mindedness, and a willingness to challenge your existing beliefs about how the world works. But for those who are willing to put in the effort, the rewards are beyond anything you might imagine. Think about it this way. Every day that goes by without you tapping into this power is a day of missed opportunities. It's a day where you're not living up to your full potential. It's a day where you're letting life happen to you instead of actively creating the life you want. So the question is, are you ready to take control? Are you ready to unlock the hidden power of your mind and start shaping your reality? Are you ready to unveil the universe's deepest secret and use it to transform your life? If your answer is yes, then buckle up. Because we're about to embark on a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about reality, about your own capabilities, and about the nature of the universe itself. It's a journey that has the potential to completely transform your life, opening up possibilities you never dreamed were possible. But remember, this journey isn't for the faint of heart. It requires courage to challenge your existing beliefs. It requires persistence to practice these new skills. And it requires an open mind to accept ideas that might seem strange or impossible at first. But for those who are willing to take this journey, the rewards are limitless. So, are you ready to dive deep into the world of mentalism? Are you ready to unlock the hidden power of your mind and start creating the life you've always dreamed of? If so, then let's begin. Because the universe is waiting, and it has secrets to share with those who are ready to listen. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into the meat of the matter. What exactly is mentalism? At its core, mentalism is the practice of using your mind to influence your reality. It's based on the idea that our thoughts, beliefs, and mental attitudes have a direct impact on the world around us. But don't confuse this with mere positive thinking or wishful dreaming. Mentalism goes much deeper than that. It's about understanding the fundamental connection between your mind and the universe. It's about recognizing that your thoughts are not just passive observations, but active forces that shape your experience of reality. Think of it this way. Your mind is like a powerful radio transmitter. It's constantly broadcasting signals into the universe. These signals are your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. And just like a radio, the universe tunes into these signals and responds accordingly. When you change the frequency you're broadcasting on, in other words, when you change your thoughts and beliefs, you change the signal you're sending out. And as a result, you change the reality that comes back to you. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like some kind of magic or pseudoscience. But here's the thing. While the concept might seem mystical, there's actually a lot of scientific backing to these ideas. Quantum physics, for instance, has shown us that the act of observation can actually influence the behavior of particles at a subatomic level. In other words, the mere act of looking at something can change it. If this is true at the tiniest levels of reality, is it so hard to believe that our thoughts and observations might have an impact on our larger experience of life? But mentalism isn't just about passively observing and hoping for the best. It's an active practice. It involves techniques like visualization, affirmation, and mental rehearsal. These aren't just feel-good exercises. They're tools for reprogramming your mind and, by extension, your reality. Visualization is the practice of creating vivid, detailed mental images of what you want to achieve or experience. When you visualize, you're essentially giving your mind a blueprint to to work from. You're programming your subconscious to recognize and move towards the opportunities that will make your vision a reality. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They're designed to challenge and overcome negative, self-limiting beliefs. When you consistently affirm positive truths about yourself and your capabilities, you start to internalize these beliefs. And when your beliefs change, your actions change, and as a result, your reality changes. Mental rehearsal is the practice of running through scenarios in your mind before they happen. Athletes use this technique all the time to improve their performance. By mentally rehearsing success, you're training your mind and body to perform at their best when the real moment comes. But mentalism goes beyond these specific techniques. It's a whole way of approaching life. It's about becoming aware of your thoughts and consciously choosing which ones to focus on and amplify. It's about recognizing that every thought you think is planting a seed in the garden of your life. And just like a garden, what grows depends on what seeds you plant and how you tend to them. One of the key principles of mentalism is the idea that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. In other words, what you experience in your life is a mirror of your dominant thoughts and beliefs. This doesn't mean that every single thought instantly manifests in reality. Rather, it's your consistent, habitual thoughts and deeply held beliefs that shape your experience over time. This principle can be both empowering and challenging. On one hand, it means that if you don't like what you're experiencing in life, you have the power to change it by changing your thoughts and beliefs. On the other hand, it means taking responsibility for your life in a way that many people find uncomfortable. It means recognizing that you're not just a victim of circumstance, but a creator of your reality. Another important aspect of mentalism is the recognition of the power of the subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, the part of you that's aware and thinking right now, is just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface is your subconscious, a vast reservoir of memories, beliefs, and patterns that shape your behavior and experiences in ways you might not even be aware of. Many of the techniques in mentalism are designed to work with your subconscious mind. They're about reprogramming those deep-seated beliefs and patterns to align with what you consciously want to achieve. It's like updating the operating system of your mind to run more efficiently and effectively. But mentalism isn't just about personal achievement. It's also about recognizing our interconnectedness with the world around us. It's about understanding that our thoughts and actions don't just affect us. They ripple out and influence the people and environment around us. This understanding leads to a greater sense of responsibility and mindfulness in how we think and act. In essence, mentalism is about becoming the conscious creator of your life rather than a passive recipient of whatever comes your way. It's about recognizing the incredible power of your mind and learning how to use that power intentionally and effectively. Now, it's important to note that mentalism isn't a magic wand that instantly solves all your problems. It's not about sitting back and expecting the universe to deliver everything you want on a silver platter. Instead, it's about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your goals and desires. It's about creating a mindset that recognizes opportunities, overcomes obstacles, and persists in the face of challenges. Mentalism also isn't about denying reality or ignoring problems. It's not about pretending everything is perfect when it's not. Instead, it's about approaching challenges with a mindset of possibility and growth. It's about asking, how can I use this situation to learn and grow, rather than, why is this happening to me? As we delve deeper into the world of mentalism, you'll discover that it touches on many different areas of life. It can improve your relationships by helping you communicate more effectively and empathize more deeply. It can boost your career by enhancing your confidence and helping you recognize opportunities. It can improve your health by reducing stress and promoting a positive outlook. And it can deepen your spiritual life by helping you connect with something greater than yourself. But perhaps most importantly, mentalism can help you discover and fulfill your life's purpose. By tuning into your deepest desires and aligning your thoughts and actions with those desires, you can start to live a life that feels truly meaningful and fulfilling. As we continue our exploration of mentalism, we'll dive deeper into these concepts. We'll look at specific techniques you can use to harness the power of your mind. We'll explore the scientific evidence that supports these ideas. And we'll hear inspiring stories of people who have used these principles to transform their lives. Remember, mentalism isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about becoming more fully who you truly are. It's about peeling away the layers of limiting beliefs and negative conditioning to reveal the powerful creative being that you've always been beneath the surface. So as we move forward, I encourage you to keep an open mind. Some of the ideas we'll explore might challenge your existing beliefs about how the world works. They might push you out of your comfort zone. But that's where growth happens. That's where transformation occurs. And who knows? As you start to apply these principles in your own life, you might just find yourself unveiling the universe's deepest secrets and discovering that the most profound of those secrets was inside you all along. Let's dive deeper into what mentalism really is. At its core, mentalism is about using your mind to shape your reality. It's not just positive thinking or daydreaming. It's a powerful tool that connects your thoughts to the world around you. Think of your mind as a radio transmitter. It's always sending out signals, your thoughts, beliefs, and expectations. The universe picks up these signals and responds to them. When you change your thoughts, you change the signal. This means you can change what comes back to you from the universe. Now, you might be thinking this sounds like magic, but there's actually science behind it. Quantum physics shows us that just watching tiny particles can change how they behave. If this happens at the smallest level, imagine what our thoughts could do to our bigger world. Mentalism isn't just about thinking, though. It's about doing. It uses techniques like visualization, affirmations, and mental rehearsal. These aren't just feel-good exercises. They're tools to reprogram your mind and, as a result, your reality. Visualization is like creating a mental movie of what you want. When you do this, you're giving your mind a plan to follow. It helps you spot and grab opportunities that match your vision. Affirmations are positive statements you repeat to yourself. They help you overcome negative beliefs about yourself. When you change your beliefs, you change how you act, and this changes your reality. Mental rehearsal is practicing situations in your mind before they happen. Athletes use this all the time to get better. When you picture yourself succeeding, you're training your mind and body to do well when it really happens. But mentalism is more than just these techniques. It's a whole new way of looking at life. It's about noticing your thoughts and choosing which ones to focus on. Every thought you have is like planting a seed. What grows in your life depends on which seeds you plant and how you take care of them. One big idea in mentalism is that your outer world reflects your inner world. What you see in your life mirrors your main thoughts and beliefs. This doesn't mean every single thought instantly becomes real. It's your regular habitual thoughts and deep beliefs that shape your life over time. This idea can be both exciting and challenging. It means if you don't like what's happening in your life, you can change it by changing your thoughts and beliefs. But it also means taking responsibility for your life in a new way. It means realizing you're not just a victim of what happens, but a creator of your reality. Mentalism also recognizes the power of your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, the part thinking right now, is just the tip of the iceberg. Below is your subconscious, full of memories, beliefs, and patterns that shape your life in ways you might not even notice. Many mentalism techniques work with your subconscious mind. They're about reprogramming those deep beliefs to match what you consciously want. It's like updating your mind's software to work better. But mentalism isn't just about personal success. It's also about understanding how we're all connected. It's about realizing our thoughts and actions don't just affect us, they affect everyone and everything around us. This leads to being more responsible and mindful about how we think and act. In short, mentalism is about becoming the active creator of your life, not just passively accepting whatever happens. It's about recognizing the amazing power of your mind and learning to use it on purpose. Now, let's talk about the science behind mentalism. You might be wondering, is this all just make-believe? Or is there real evidence to back it up? The good news is there's a growing body of scientific research that supports many of the principles of mentalism. Let's start with the power of thought. For a long time, scientists thought the brain was fixed after childhood. But now, we know about neuroplasticity. This means your brain can change and grow throughout your life. When you think new thoughts or learn new skills, your brain actually rewires itself. It creates new connections between neurons. This shows that your thoughts have a real physical effect on your brain. But it goes beyond just your brain. Your thoughts can affect your whole body. When you're stressed or anxious, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. These can weaken your immune system and even change how your genes work. On the flip side, positive thoughts can release feel-good chemicals like endorphins and serotonin. These can boost your mood, reduce pain, and even help you heal faster. There's also fascinating research on the placebo effect. This is when people get better just because they believe they're getting treatment, even if they're not. Studies have shown that placebos can be as effective as real drugs for things like pain relief and depression. This shows the incredible power of belief in shaping our physical reality. Another area of science that relates to mentalism is quantum physics. This is the study of how things work at the tiniest levels. One of the weird things about quantum physics is that particles don't have a fixed state until they're observed. This suggests that the act of observing something can actually change it. Some scientists think this might explain how our thoughts could influence the world around us. There's also research on meditation and mindfulness, which are important parts of mentalism. Brain scans show that regular meditation can change the structure of your brain. It can increase gray matter in areas linked to learning, memory, and emotional regulation. It can also shrink the amygdala, the part of the brain that handles stress and anxiety. Studies have also looked at visualization, another key technique in mentalism. They found that visualizing an action activates many of the same brain areas as actually doing it. This is why athletes often use visualization to improve their performance. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. Research on affirmations, another mentalism tool, shows they can help reduce stress and improve problem-solving skills. They can even help people cope better with threats to their self-image. Even the idea that your thoughts can influence others has some scientific backing. Studies on what's called emotional contagion show that emotions can spread from person to person, like a virus. If you've ever found yourself smiling because someone else was smiling, you've experienced this. Now, it's important to note that science hasn't proven everything about mentalism. There's still a lot we don't understand about how the mind works and how it interacts with the world. But the research we do have suggests that many of the principles of mentalism are based on real, measurable effects. The key thing to remember is that your mind is incredibly powerful. It's not just processing information, it's actively shaping your experience of reality. Your thoughts, beliefs, and mental attitudes have real, physical effects on your brain, your body, and potentially even the world around you. This doesn't mean you can simply think your way to anything you want. The world is complex, and there are many factors outside your control. But it does mean that your thoughts and beliefs play a crucial role in shaping your life experiences. Understanding the science behind mentalism can help you use these techniques more effectively. When you know that visualization activates the same brain areas as real action, you can put more effort into making your mental images vivid and detailed. When you understand how stress affects your body, you can use techniques like meditation to counteract those effects. The science also reminds us that change takes time. Just like it takes time to build muscle or learn a new skill, it takes time to rewire your brain and change your habitual thought patterns. But the science shows that with consistent practice, real change is possible. Now let's explore how mentalism connects to spirituality. At first glance, these two areas might seem quite different. Mentalism is often associated with psychology and self-improvement, while spirituality is linked to religion and beliefs about the nature of existence. But when we look closer, we can see that they're deeply interconnected. Both mentalism and spirituality are concerned with understanding the nature of reality and our place in it. They both recognize that there's more to the world than what we can see with our physical eyes, and they both offer ways to tap into deeper levels of consciousness and connect with something greater than ourselves. In many spiritual traditions, there's a belief that our thoughts and intentions can influence the world around us. This is very similar to the core idea of mentalism. For example, many forms of prayer involve visualizing a desired outcome and believing it will happen. This is not so different from the visualization techniques used in mentalism. Both mentalism and spirituality also emphasize the importance of mindfulness and being aware of our thoughts. In spiritual practices like meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts without getting caught up in them. This is very similar to the mentalism practice of becoming aware of our habitual thought patterns so we can change them. Many spiritual traditions teach that we're all connected to a greater consciousness or universal energy. Some call this God, others call it the universe or source. In mentalism, we talk about how our thoughts connect us to the universe and how we can use this connection to shape our reality. These ideas are more similar than they might seem at first. Both mentalism and spirituality often involve a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. They encourage us to look within ourselves, to understand our deepest desires and motivations, and to become the best versions of ourselves. In both cases, this inner work is seen as key to creating positive change in our lives and in the world. Another common thread is the idea of personal responsibility. Many spiritual teachings emphasize that we're responsible for our own lives and our own spiritual growth. Mentalism similarly teaches that we're responsible for our thoughts and, by extension, for the reality we create. Both mentalism and spirituality often involve practices or rituals to focus the mind and create change. In spirituality, this might be prayer, chanting, or ceremonial practices. In mentalism, it might be affirmations, visualization exercises, or mental rehearsal. The forms are different, but the underlying principle is similar, using focused intention to create change. There's also a shared emphasis on belief and faith. In spirituality, faith in a higher power or spiritual truth is often seen as crucial. In mentalism, belief in your own ability to create change is equally important. In both cases, this belief or faith is seen as a powerful force for transformation. Both mentalism and spirituality often talk about the power of surrender. In spirituality, this might mean surrendering to God's will or to the flow of the universe. In mentalism, it might mean letting go of trying to control every detail and trusting in the process. In both cases, there's a recognition that sometimes we need to let go in order to allow positive change to happen. Another interesting connection is the idea of energy. Many spiritual traditions talk about life force energy, chi, or prana. In mentalism, we might talk about the energy of our thoughts or the vibrations we send out into the universe. While the language is different, both are recognizing that there's an unseen energy that plays a crucial role in our lives. Both mentalism and spirituality often involve a shift in perception. They encourage us to see the world in a new way, to look beyond surface appearances and recognize deeper truths. This shift in perception is often seen as key to personal transformation and growth. There's also a shared emphasis on the present moment. Many spiritual traditions teach the importance of being fully present, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Mentalism similarly emphasizes the power of focusing our attention in the present moment to create the future we desire. Both mentalism and spirituality often talk about the power of words. In many spiritual traditions, sacred words or mantras are seen as having special power. In mentalism, we recognize the power of the words we use in our self-talk and in our affirmations to shape our reality. Finally, both mentalism and spirituality often lead to a sense of empowerment. They help us realize that we're not helpless in the face of life's challenges, but that we have the power to influence our experiences and create positive change. Of course, it's important to note that not everyone who practices mentalism considers themselves spiritual, and not everyone who is spiritual practices mentalism. These are distinct areas with their own unique aspects. But for many people, mentalism can be a practical way to apply spiritual principles in everyday life, while spirituality can provide a deeper context and meaning for mentalism practices. Understanding these connections can enrich your practice of both mentalism and spirituality. It can help you see how techniques from one area might be applied in the other, and it can provide a more holistic understanding of yourself and your place in the universe. Whether you approach it from a spiritual perspective or a more practical one, mentalism offers powerful tools for personal growth and transformation. It invites us to explore the vast potential of our minds and to recognize the profound impact our thoughts and beliefs have on our lives and the world around us. Now that we've explored the theory behind mentalism, let's look at some real-life examples of people who have used these principles to transform their lives. These stories show that mentalism isn't just an abstract concept. It's a powerful tool that can create real, tangible changes in people's lives. Let's start with Sarah, a woman who struggled with chronic anxiety for years. She tried various treatments, but nothing seemed to work long-term. Then she discovered mentalism. She began practicing visualization and affirmations daily, imagining herself calm and confident in situations that usually triggered her anxiety. She also used mental rehearsal to prepare for challenging situations. At first, Sarah didn't notice much change, but she kept at it, trusting in the process. After a few months, she realized she was handling stressful situations much better. Her anxiety didn't disappear completely, but it became manageable. She even started taking on challenges she would have avoided before. Sarah's story shows how mentalism can help overcome mental health challenges and boost confidence. Next, let's look at Mike, a small business owner who was struggling to grow his company. He was working long hours but felt like he was just treading water. After learning about mentalism, Mike decided to change his approach. He started visualizing his business success in detail, imagining not just more sales, but also happy customers and a positive work environment. Mike also used affirmations to overcome his self-doubt and limiting beliefs about money. He replaced thoughts like, "It's so hard to make money," with "I attract abundance easily." He even used mentalism techniques in his business planning, visualizing potential obstacles and mentally rehearsing how he'd overcome them. Within a year, Mike's business had grown significantly. He attributed this not just to working harder, but to his changed mindset. He found himself spotting opportunities he might have missed before and approaching challenges with more creativity and confidence. Mike's story shows how mentalism can impact not just personal life, but also professional success. Then there's Lisa, an aspiring athlete who used mentalism to improve her performance. Lisa was a good runner, but she always seemed to fall short in big competitions. She learned about the power of mental rehearsal and started incorporating it into her training routine. Every night, she'd visualize herself running her perfect race, feeling strong and confident. Lisa also used affirmations to boost her self-belief, repeating phrases like, "I am strong, fast, and capable" during her training runs. She even visualized herself standing on the podium, feeling the weight of the medal around her neck. In her next major competition, Lisa shaved several seconds off her personal best time and won a silver medal. She said that during the race, she felt like she was simply running the perfect race she'd visualized so many times. Lisa's story demonstrates how mentalism can enhance physical performance and help overcome mental barriers in sports. Finally, let's consider the story of Tom and Emma, a couple who used mentalism to improve their relationship. They had been together for years, but found themselves arguing frequently and feeling disconnected. After learning about mentalism, they decided to try a new approach. They started by visualizing their ideal relationship, focusing on how they wanted to feel with each other rather than specific actions. They used affirmations to reinforce positive beliefs about their relationship, like, "We communicate openly and lovingly," and "We bring out the best in each other." Tom and Emma also practiced mental rehearsal before difficult conversations, imagining them going smoothly and resulting in mutual understanding. They even used mentalism techniques to let go of past hurts, visualizing themselves releasing negative emotions and choosing forgiveness. Over time, they noticed significant changes in their relationship. They argued less, communicated more effectively, and felt more connected. They said that mentalism helped them focus on the positives in their relationship and approach challenges as a team. Tom and Emma's story shows how mentalism can improve interpersonal relationships and foster emotional connection. These stories illustrate the diverse ways mentalism can be applied in real life, from overcoming anxiety to achieving professional success, enhancing athletic performance to improving relationships. Mentalism offers tools that can be adapted to various life situations. Now that we've seen how powerful mentalism can be, you might be wondering how to start practicing it yourself. The good news is that anyone can learn and benefit from mentalism techniques. Here are some simple steps to get you started on your mentalism journey. First, start with awareness. Begin paying attention to your thoughts throughout the day. Notice the kinds of things you tell yourself, the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world. Don't judge these thoughts, just observe them. This awareness is the first step in changing your mental patterns. Next, try visualization. Start with something simple. Maybe visualize yourself having a great day tomorrow. Imagine it in as much detail as possible. What will you wear? How will you feel? What will you accomplish? The more vivid and detailed your visualization, the more powerful it can be. Affirmations are another great tool to start with. Choose a positive statement that reflects something you want to believe about yourself. It could be something like, "I am confident and capable," or "I attract positivity into my life." Repeat this affirmation to yourself several times a day, especially when you wake up and before you go to sleep. Mental rehearsal is particularly useful when you're facing a challenge. Say you have a job interview coming up. Spend some time each day visualizing the interview going well. Imagine yourself feeling confident, answering questions skillfully, and making a great impression. This can help you feel more prepared and confident when the real interview comes. Another important aspect of mentalism is gratitude. Each day, take a few moments to think about things you're grateful for. This helps shift your focus to the positive aspects of your life, which can in turn attract more positivity. Meditation can also be a powerful tool in mentalism. It helps you quiet your mind and become more aware of your thoughts. Even just 5 minutes a day of sitting quietly and focusing on your breath can make a big difference. Remember, consistency is key in mentalism. These aren't one-time exercises, but practices to incorporate into your daily life. It might feel strange or ineffective at first, but stick with it. Many people find that it takes a few weeks or even months to start noticing significant changes. It's also important to align your actions with your mental practices. Mentalism isn't about magical thinking, it's about using your mind to guide your actions in a positive direction. So while you're visualizing success, also take practical steps towards your goals. Finally, be patient and kind to yourself. Changing your thought patterns and beliefs is a process. You might have setbacks or days when it's harder to maintain a positive mindset. That's okay. The important thing is to keep practicing and moving forward. As you start your mentalism journey, there are some common pitfalls to be aware of. Knowing these can help you practice more effectively and avoid frustration. One common mistake is expecting instant results. Remember, mentalism is about changing deep-seated thought patterns and beliefs. This takes time. Don't get discouraged if you don't see dramatic changes right away. Trust in the process and keep practicing consistently. Another mistake is trying to force positive thoughts all the time. Mentalism isn't about denying negative emotions or experiences. It's about changing your overall patterns of thought. It's okay to feel sad, angry, or frustrated sometimes. The key is not to dwell on these feelings or let them dominate your thinking. Some people make the mistake of using vague or wishy-washy language in their affirmations and visualizations. Be specific about what you want. Instead of "I want to be successful," try "I am successfully running my own business, earning $X per year." The more specific you are, the more powerful your mental imagery can be. Another common error is not aligning your actions with your mental practice. Mentalism works best when it's combined with practical action. If you're visualizing career success but not putting effort into your work or seeking out opportunities, you're not likely to see results. Some people get too fixated on material goals in their mentalism practice. While there's nothing wrong with wanting material success, remember that mentalism can also be used for personal growth, better relationships, and overall life satisfaction. Finally, a big mistake is giving up too soon. Mentalism is a skill that improves with practice. If you don't see results right away, don't assume it's not working. Keep at it, and you're likely to start noticing positive changes over time. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of mentalism, from understanding its basic principles to exploring its scientific basis, spiritual connections, and real-life applications. We've seen how this powerful tool can transform lives, helping people overcome anxiety, achieve professional success, enhance athletic performance, and improve relationships. Mentalism isn't just a set of techniques. It's a way of understanding and interacting with the world. It's about recognizing the profound impact our thoughts and beliefs have on our reality and learning to harness that power for positive change. Remember, mentalism is not about denying reality or avoiding challenges. It's about approaching life with a mindset of possibility and growth. It's about becoming an active creator of your life experience rather than a passive recipient. As you begin to incorporate mentalism practices into your life, be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and everyone's journey is unique. Start small, be consistent, and stay open to the possibilities. Whether you're looking to achieve specific goals, overcome personal challenges, or simply live a more fulfilling life, mentalism offers tools that can help. It invites us to explore the vast potential of our minds and to recognize the profound connection between our inner world and our outer reality. So, are you ready to unlock the power of your mind, to shape your reality in ways you might never have thought possible? The journey of mentalism is one of self-discovery, growth, and transformation. And the best part? It's a journey that's available to everyone, including you. As you move forward, remember that you have within you the power to shape your life. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your mental attitudes. These are the tools you'll use to craft your reality. Use them wisely, use them consistently, and watch as the world around you begins to transform. The universe's deepest secret, the power of mentalism, is now in your hands. What will you do with it? The choice and the journey is yours. Embrace it, enjoy it, and may it lead you to a life of fulfillment, success, and joy beyond your wildest dreams.